Runners coming down the walkway now and about to head out onto the course for the CCR Selling Handicap. Race 2 off at 5:50. And the first runner to go to post, Hilborough Lake, number 12, Shane Kelly. Hilborough Lake is in the white jacket, blue stars, maroon sleeves with the white stripes and the maroon cap. Hilborough Lake, number 12, the first one to go to post. Next one is Uncle Swayze, David Egan. Number 9, pink, black epaulets, black sleeves, black cap, Uncle Swayze. Number 6, Ifton and Luke Morris. Ifton is in red and white Diablo. Half sleeves, red cap. Ifton is number 6 on the card. Pioneering next, number 2, Adam Kirby. Orange with the light green chevron. Light green sleeves, orange armlets. That is Pioneering. Celtic Artisan, number 3. Ellie Mackenzie next in red with the yellow star. Diamonds on the sleeves. Lovely to see him back here. He's not raced here for a couple of years. He's a former winner here at Chelmsford City. Celtic Artisan. Really great sight when he's on song front running. Fascinating to see how he gets on tonight. Next one is Percy Topless. Callum Shepherd. Number 11. Pink, black cross belts, black cap, pink sleeves. Percy Topless is followed by 7. Lady Magda. Alistair Rawlinson is in the black with the white stripe. Stars on the sleeve, stars on the cap as well for Lady Magda. Country and Western is number 1. Selma Grage racing in the maroon and blue hooped colours. Just ahead of Country and Western now is Broughton's Compass, number 13. Raul de Silva, black and red quartered colours for him. Broughton's Compass. Sparrowhawk next in the pink with the blue stars. Diablo on the sleeves. Sparrowhawk. Liam Canary is the rider. Then Sharp Operator, William Carson, number 10, black with the pink stars. Diamonds on the sleeves. Sharp Operator next to post. Yeah. Bayston Hill is one of the last to go out, number 5, ridden by Daniel Muscat. Bayston Hill, blue with the white triple diamond, white sleeves. Blue.
Couple of long travellers here, so we'll see if that journey will be worth it. And Uncle Swayze 16-1 with Sharp Operator, 18-1. Sparrowhawk, big outsider at 40-1, and then it's 66-1 for Broughton's Compass, and Hilborough Lake, big outsider at 150-1. So all about Pioneering, who did win a Class 6 course and distance race back in June, and obviously fancied to kick on and win again. But it's a couple of runs last twice, you'd be kind of thinking, really, but back to selling company, we'll see. Yarding good, Nick. What do you think, Nick?
Thank you very much, Rachel. I think I was just going to pick up on, I'm not sure whether the interview has gone out yet, but we spoke to Franny Norton just after the facile success of Majd Al Arab, and he was glowing for the horse, but he was just talking about a little bit later about his rides on the card and how the track is riding after the rain, because there has been a fair bit of it, George.
Yeah, I think it was interesting to hear his thoughts on the track, and it may well ride a little bit differently to what we've seen over the last couple of weeks, where it's been very difficult to make up a lot of ground. And it's interesting when Franny said that, and obviously it's a bit cooler and we've had plenty of rain.
With that in mind, and knowing the style of Pioneering, Adam Kirby, his books, you've had a quick word with him on the way out. From 11, what is the way things will play out for Pioneering here?
Well, Pioneering is a gelding that likes to be ridden prominently. Obviously, the being drawn out wide is not ideal, but he's pretty straightforward into stride, and I'd imagine Adam will just want to use his bit of gate speed he has to his advantage. And he's very effective on this sort of surface, as we know. He loves a course and distance. He
does. So too does Bayston Hill. I'm not sure we actually got a look at Bayston Hill in the parade ring, but it's got a fine record over this course and distance over the 10 furlongs around here. The form figures read 3, 1, 2, 3.
And I suppose the way the track's riding will help his cause, because he's a horse that can race slightly behind the bridle in a lazy fashion at times, and he's a grade dropper, isn't he? He's becoming attractively handicapped, and I would have thought of a mark of 58 in a Class 6 selling handicap, this is going to be a much easier task that he's had recently.
Yeah, joint favourites at the moment. Pioneering, Bayston Hill, 7-2 about the pair of them. The top horses, Country and Western, who obviously has the weights of a mark of 62, due to go up a couple of pounds to 64, really just sneaks into the north end of this handicap, does number 1 Country and Western, who back in trip from a very near miss at Wolverhampton last time, finishing with a fantastic rattle, but not quite enough to overturn the winner, Prince Lear.
Yeah, Country Western has got a very attractive profile coming into the race, as you say, with the slight bit in hand, a couple of pounds. But I would have thought this race was the perfect fit for the time frame before he's been reassessed. And
but knowing the way the track rides and the way this horse likes to be ridden.
Yeah, no, I'm fully aware of that, but I'm not sure sharp 10 furlongs round here he'll be seen to best effect. If it was 12 furlongs, I think you'd be a lot more confident.
The intriguing one, or one of the intriguing ones relative to the race, is number 7. That's Lady Magda, who's trained by Johnny Portman. When I was looking at this last night, there was a little bit of money around for what that's worth last night, obviously 24 hours before the meeting, but generally has continued to be a bit of a class drop for the horse, who's only a very lightly raced horse altogether, and is having a very quick turnaround from Goodwood just at the weekend.
Yeah, and it may well be that 10 furlongs round here is a perfect sort of trip for Lady Magna. A strong pace, which will kind of I would have thought we're guaranteed quite a strong pace with Pioneering, Celtic, Artisan, and a few others. Uncle Swayze may well be ridden prominently with the first-time blinkers on.
Another one, there are a few of them, the Bayston Hills, etc., and Pioneering, they like it here. You'd throw Celtic Artisan into that bracket, who's got a record of 3 from 9 here around Chelmsford. You do have to go back a few years for those victories, but hasn't actually been here for a good couple of years. So, for the selling handicap, which is race number 2 on the day, and it's the distance of 10 furlongs, which our feature handicap will come up over as race 3. We'll head back to John Hunt for race 2.
Out the back then, we're waiting on Sharp Operator to complete the lineup under William Carson. He'll come in to stall number 12. The CCR selling handicap. All in. And they're off. Jumping away. Hillborough Lake, the one slowest away by some little way as well. Percy Topless being driven along early on. And Bayston Hill also ridden in the middle of the pack in the very early stages. Up front, Uncle Swayze is the first one to show, but joined now by Broughton's Compass on the outside. Lady Magda's in behind him in 3rd. Pioneering is in 4th place. And then 5th to the inside is Celtic Artisan. Bayston Hill, 6th position. Going more kindly now, followed then by If Don, who's taking a bit of a hold. If Don followed then by Sharp Operator, who follows him a half a length further back. Meanwhile, Hillborough Lake making ground on their outside to sit slightly better than mid-division. And now at the back end of the field, Percy Topless sits there together with Sparrowhawk, who's another one of those early back markers. The runners are racing down the back straight now. Country and Western's the one who's plumb last. But up front it is Uncle Swayze, who leads up from Broughton's Compass, passing the 5. Lady Magda's on the inside and Pioneering next to the outer. Hillborough Lake now coming under pressure. Bayston Hill looks as happy now as he's done at any stage in the race. He's next to Celtic Artisan as they make the turn 4 furlongs out. If Don's further back. Sharp Operator is going okay, but a long way back. Percy Topless now ridden along. Sparrowhawk also being nudged along. And at the back end of the field, Hillborough Lake stopping very quickly indeed. Country and Western still last of the main group. They begin the turn back towards home, and on straightening up the leader, Uncle Swayze has pressure now from Lady Magda and Pioneering up on the wide outside. Celtic Artisan looking for a run through between runners, and Bayston Hill switched to the outside of Pioneering to try and come with his run from the back. Country and Western's past a few as well. Lady Magda joined now down the outside by both Pioneering and Bayston Hill, as Country and Western still makes good late progress, but Bayston Hill's coming on now. Bayston Hill starting to draw clear to win the cellar. Bayston Hill won it well from Pioneering, Lady Magda and Country and Western.
particular course and distance. Really, really strong figures relative to the grade going into this. The career record around 10 furlongs was 3-1-2-3. You can now add another one to that, and rather slipstreamed Pioneering, who'd set sail for home in that customary Adam Kirby style around the bend, has run a good race in second. Another horse who acts very well round here. Back in third was Lady Magda, and fourth was Country and Western. But obviously in a race when you would be finding a few claims or a few angles with some of these going into it relative to the nature of the kind of race, a horse who excels around here has once again showed how well he goes around here.
Yeah, and you have to credit Dan Muscat for this ride early doors. He was very aggressive out the stalls to go and get position.
Yeah.
I know he's mid-pack, but he was aware that he wanted to try and get a nice turn to race, and he ended up getting the perfect toe off Pioneering Adam Kirby, one row in front of him, and was able to just follow him into the straight and just peel off the final bend. And once he got the horse organised, was a comfortable winner.
He was travelling really quite kindly at this point. This is the moment where Adam Kirby in the colours of Pioneering made his move around the outer. At this point, Uncle Swayze, who had got the blinkers on for the first time, had made the pace, was about to be swamped by Lady Magda, who was obviously the closest to the pursuers in terms of pressing the pace to finish within the three.
Yeah, and it was interesting on the bend there. Adam wasn't getting towed into the race. He had to switch out and come round them, and Dan was able to nip up the inside there, which is, again, it's in these sort of low-grade races, you need things to fall completely your way.